Welcome to Concrete Technology. In this chapter, we are continuing with testing of cement. Testing of cement can be brought under two categories. One, field testing, and other one is laboratory testing. In field testing, there is a general examination for cement from which we know from the experience and the basic setups of cement, we get the quality of cement and what is the cement know from that testing. First, see field testing. It is sufficient to subject the cement to field test when it is used for minor works. The following are the field tests. Open the bag and take a good look at the cement. There should not be any visible lumps. The color of the cement should normally be greenish gray. Second topic, trust. Trust your hand into the cement bag. It must give you a cool feeling. This should not be any lump inside. Take a pinch of cement and feel between the finger. It should give a smooth and not a gritty feeling. Take a handful of cement and throw it on a bucket of full water. The particles should float for some time before they sink. Take about 100 grams of cement and a small quantity of water and make stiff paste from the stiff paste. Pat a cake with sharp edge, put it on a glass plate and slowly take it under water in a bucket. See that the shape of the cake is not disturbed while taking it down to the bottom of the bucket. After 24 hours, the cake should retain its original shape and at the same time it should also set and attain some strength. If a sample of cement satisfies the above field testing, it may be concluded that the cement is not bad. The above tests do not really indicate that the cement is really good for important work. For using cement in the laboratory to confirm the requirement of the Indian standard specification with respect to its physical and chemical properties. No doubt such confirmation will have done at the factory laboratory before the production come out from the factory, but the cement may go bad during transportation and storage period to its use in work. The following tests are usually conducted in the laboratory. The second portion of the cement test are laboratory tests, which are very mandatory and important for cement while using at any mass concreting work or any big site, like fineness test, second setting time test, third strength test, soundness test, heat of hydration, chemical composition. Now look at the fineness test. The fineness of cement has an important bearing on the rate of hydration and hence on the rate of gain of strength and also on the rate of evolution of heat. While making the concrete, we use big particles like aggregates, small particles like sand, and fine aggregates, and more smaller particles of material like cement, fly ash, GGBS, etc. And also the smaller particle than that cement is water. And the different size of particle used in a concrete to make strength and pour between gaps of the random types of material. Let us focus on our topic. Finer cement offers a great surface area of hydration and hence faster the development of strength. The fineness of grinding has increased over the years, but now it has not really stabilized. Different cement are ground to different fineness. The disadvantage of fine grinding is that it is sus- susceptible to air, set, and early deterioration. Maximum number of particles in a sample of cement should have a size less than about 100 micron. The smallest particle may have a size of about 1.5 microns by, and a large average size of the cement particle may taken as about 10 micron. It is a MCQ question. What is the maximum and minimum size of a particle of a cement? The particle size fraction below 3 micron has been found to have the predominant effect on the strength at one day, while 3 to 25 micron fraction has a major influence on the 28-day strength. Increase in fineness of cement is also found to increase the drying shrinkage of concrete. In commercial cement, it is suggested that there should be about 25 to 30% of particle of less than 7 micron in size. Fineness of cement is tested in two ways. Let us see the graph. This graph is compressive strength versus specific surface. Specific surface 150, 20, 250, 300, and the compressive strength at 20, 30, 40, and 50 for 7 days, 28 days, 90 days, and 1 year. This graph is gained by this graph is generally gained by n number of practical on cement and cement tests. Let us continue our topic. Fineness of cement is tested in two ways. One by sieving or sieve analysis, and the other is by determination of specific surface total surface area of all the particles in 1 gram of cement by air permeability aperture expressed as centimeter square divided by gram or meter square divided by kg. Generally, Blaine air permeability aperture is used, and the fineness is gained in Blaine's. Sieve test. Weigh correctly 100 gram of cement and take it on a standard IS sieve number 19 micron. Break down the air set lumps in the sample while with fingers continuously sieve the sample giving circular and vertical motion for a period of 15 minutes. Mechanical sieve device may also be used. Weight the residue left on the sieve. Residue means the after sieving process completed, some particle of cement are not passed through the sieve, and the rest of the particle are known as residue. This weight shall not exceed 10% for ordinary cement. Sieve test is rarely used. air permeability method. First, have a look at air permeability device and let us see the topic process. This method of test cover the process for determining the fineness of cement at represented by specific surface expressed as total surface area in square centimeter by gram of cement. It is also expressed in meter square by kg. Lee and Nurse air permeability aperture is shown in figure. This aperture can be used for measuring the specific surface of cement. The principle is based on the relation between the flow of air through the cement bag and the surface area of the particle. The surface area of the particle compressing the cement bed. From the surface area per unit weight of the body material can be related to the permeability of a bed of a given porosity. The cement bed in the permeability cell is 1 centimeter high and 2.5 centimeter in diameter. Knowing the density of cement, the weight required to make a cement bed of porosity of 0.475 can be calculated. This quantity of cement is placed in the permeability cell in a standard measure slowly pass on air. Let us see here: manometer, flow meter, capillary tube 0.8 mm bore, 280 centimeter long, dryer, cement cube as per 1 centimeter in depth and 2.5 centimeter in diameter, permeability. Now, through the cement bed at a constant velocity, adjust the rate of air flow until the flow meter show a difference in level of 30 to 50 centimeter. Read the difference in level height H1 of the manometer and the difference in level H2 of the flow meter. Repeat this observation to ensure that steady conditions have been obtained as shown by constant value of H1 by H2 specific surface. SW is calculated from the following formula. SW is specific surface is equal to K under root of H1 divided by H2 and K is equal to 14 divided by D minus 1 into sigma under root of sigma cube into A upon CL, where sigma is equal to porosity is taken here is 0.475. A is the area of cement bed, L is equal to length of cement bed, D is equal to density of cement bed, and C is equal to flow meter constant. The specific surface for various cement is shown in table 2.5. Fineness can also be measured by Blaine air permeability aperture. This method more commonly employed in India. Now we are discussing standard consistency test and setting time test in our next lecture.